This article is about the demographic features of the population of Norway, including population density, ethnicity, education level, health of the populace, economic status, religious affiliations and other aspects of the population. Total population. The total population of Norway on January 1, 2013 was 5,051,275. Statistics Norway estimated that the 5 million milestone was reached March 19, 2012. Population growth rate in 2012, Norway, 1.3%, Northern Norway, 0.8%, Southern Norway, 1.2%, Eastern Norway, 1.3%, Trøndelag, 1.4%, Western Norway, 1.5%. Vital statistics since 1900, data according to Statistics Norway, which collects the official statistics for Norway. Total fertility rate. Norway has one of the highest fertility rates in Europe. Norwegian women had as many as 4.6 children on average in the late 19th century. More than 10 children was not unusual. Later, it has decreased dramatically from 2.7 in the late 1960s to 1.6 in the early 1980s, however it has increased to almost 1.9 today. TFR for Norwegian residents by country of birth in 2004, Norway, Somalia, Iraq, Morocco, Pakistan, Turkey, Iran, Vietnam, Sri Lanka, India, and Bosnia and Herzegovina. 3. Ethnicity. Ethnically, the residents of Norway are predominantly ethnic Norwegians who were of North Germanic/Nordic descent, although there are communities of the Scandinavian native people Sami who settled the area around 8,000 years ago, probably from continental Europe through the Norwegian coast and through Finland along the inland glaciers. The national minorities of Norway include Scandinavian Romani, Roma, Jews, and Kvener, as well as a small Finnish community. In the last decades, Norway has become home to increasing numbers of immigrants, foreign workers, and asylum seekers from various parts of the world. Norway had a steady influx of immigrants from South Asia, East Asia, and Southeast Asia, Eastern Europe, Southern Europe, and Middle Eastern countries, as well as Somalis, Turks, Moroccans, and some Latin Americans. After 10 Eastern European and Baltic countries joined the EU in 2004, there has also been a substantial influx of people from Poland, Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania. As of 2012, an official study shows that 86.2% of the total population have at least one parent who was born in Norway and more than 660,000 individuals are migrants and their descendants. Numbering 110,000 second-generation migrants born in Norway. Of these 660,000 immigrants and their descendants, 335,000 have a Western background, 325,000 have a non-Western background. In 2012, of the total 660,000 with immigrant background, 407,262 had Norwegian citizenship. Immigrants were represented in all Norwegian municipalities. The cities or municipalities with the highest share of immigrants in 2012 was Oslo and Drammen. The share in Stavanger was 16%. According to Reuters, Oslo is the fastest growing city in Europe because of increased immigration. In recent years, immigration has accounted for most of Norway's population growth. In 2011, 16% of newborn children were of immigrant background. Immigration. As of 2012, an official study shows that the quotient of the total population that is either born outside Norway, or has one or two parents born abroad, or has one or more grandparents born abroad is 100,000 to 501,7500. As of 2012, an official study shows that 86.2% of the total population are ethnic Norwegians and more than 660,000 individuals are migrants and their descendants. Of these 660,000 immigrants and their descendants, 335,000 have a Western background, 325,000 have a non-Western background. Religion. The Lutheran Church of Norway is the former state church and the vast majority remain at least nominal members. Other religions do, however, enjoy religious freedom and have prospered with immigration in recent years, particularly Islam and Roman Catholicism. Saint Olaf is the patron saint of Norway. He is regarded by some as the eternal king and has a reputation and place in history unchallenged by any other Norwegian king for the last 1,000 years. Genetics, Y chromosome DNA. Y chromosome DNA represents the male lineage. The Norwegian Y chromosome pool may be summarized as follows, where haplogroups are 1 and I comprise generally more than 85% of the total chromosomes. I to 55%, A1 to 35%, NOP 5%, other haplogroups 5%, mitochondrial DNA. Mitochondrial DNA mtDNA represents the female lineage. Haplogroup H represent about 40% of the Norwegian mitochondrial DNA lineages, H to 40%, JT 23%, UK 22%, IWX 5%, V to 5%, other lineages 5%. CIA World Factbook Demographic Statistics. The following demographic statistics are from the CIA World Factbook, unless otherwise indicated. Population, March 19, 2012, 5,000,000, 1860, 1,583,525, 1910, 2,376,952, 1960, 3,570,554, 2010, 4,858,199, 2060, 7,032,687, population, comparative, slightly larger than British Columbia, but slightly smaller than Singapore and Eritrea. Age structure. 2011 is 0 a euro 14 a years, 18.8% 15 a euro 64 a years, 66.2% 65 a years and over, 15.0%. Historical age structure, 1860 is 0 a euro 14 a years, 35.9% 15 a euro 64 a years, 58.0% 65 a years and over, 6.1%. 1910 is 0 a euro 14 a years, 35.0% 15 a euro 64 a years, 57.3%. 65 a years and over, 7.7%. 1960 is 0 a euro 14 a years, 26.0% 15 a euro 64 a years, 63.0% 65 a years and over, 11.0%. 2010 is 0 a euro 14 a years, 18.9% 15 a euro 64 a years, 66.2% 65 a years and over, 14.9%. 2060 is 0 a euro 14 a years, 17.4% 15 a euro 64 a years, 58.7% 65 a years and over, 23.9%. Median age, 2010 is total, 39.7 years male, 38.8 years female, 40.5 years. Population growth rate, comparative, slightly higher than Arkansas and Samoa, but slightly lower than Liechtenstein and New Zealand. Urbanization, 2011 is urban population, 79.2% of total population. Rate of urbanization, 0.7% annual rate of change. Sex ratio, 2004 ist at birth, 1.05 male, s/female under 15 years, 1.05 male, s/female 15 a euro 64 years, 0.83 male, s/female 65 years and over, 0.72 male, s/female. Total population, 0.98 male, s/female. Infant mortality rate, 2005, total, 3.1 deaths/1000. Live births male, 3.3 deaths/1000. Live births female, 2.9 deaths/1000. Live births. Life expectancy at birth, 2010, total population, 81.04 years male, 78.85 years female, 83.15 years. Language. Official languages, Norwegian. 5 Uralic languages are Euro-Finnish, South Sami, Lule Sami, North Sami and Kvena Euro are additional official languages of some municipalities. See also, Norway, Demographics of Svalbard, Aging of Europe, References.